Hey, bookwormies, I have probably lost my mind, and do not call for help just yet, but maybe throughout the video you might have to. Because first of all, guys, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys have great plans. But anyways, I decided for this video, I wanted to do something special. I was first planning on using like the mistletoe collection, by like all those authors. Like there's like 5 books, they're novellas, and I was going to do this video where each day I read one of those novellas and all of that, and they're all romance, and I was like, this is perfect. Thing is, I couldn't find where to buy it, and that's where I was like, I don't want to do the same thing I did last year. I want to do something new. I want to do something different from last year, because we are trying to create something newer and cooler. Like, of course, I'll still have videos, but I just didn't want to go to the same thing of reading romance books for a week and done. So I decided, let's read dark romance for a week. Did I lose my mind? Probably. I don't know yet. We'll find out. But anyways, I have decided that during this week, I'm going to be reading the Maid series. After a bit of researching and all that, people said that it's best to start with this series, or maybe like a Rena Kent, I don't know, but this is a good start. And I was like, okay, and I downloaded it. Now I'm waiting for it to fully finish downloading on my Kindle, and then we can start reading. But honestly, guys, if I really didn't lose my mind, I don't know if I should get excited, because I've only read one other dark romance book. Well, I think it's a dark romance. I don't know. It's called Butcher and Blackbird. I also started reading Letter and Lark, but Letter and Lark I DNF'd because it's just not for me. But I don't know. We'll see how this book goes. I am okay with spice. I'll tell you guys right away. But the thing is, I just don't know if dark romance is for me. I don't know. We'll find out in this video. We'll find out together. I don't know if I should get excited or not, because it's probably going to turn out amazing. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bookwormies, so I'm here for an update, and I didn't talk to you guys for like one day because I had a lot to do. I had school, an exam coming up, and I was also reading. And I finished the first book. What is it called? I keep on forgetting its name, but I actually enjoyed it. Like, it was this book is pretty short. I feel like it was like 300 something pages, so it's not too long, and it's called The Sweet Beast of Living. There we go. And actually, I enjoyed it. There were parts I was like, but I still liked it. And as my first official dark romance, since I don't know if the Butcher and Blackbird is actually a dark romance or not, that probably is. Honestly, I enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't like the most amazing, heartbreaking book ever, but I still enjoyed it. I don't know, like, I don't think that dark romance is going to be more, like, I would like it more than normal romance, because normal romance kind of goes more into, like, normal day life, and you kind of get some life lessons from it, and it's more sweet and pure. But this book also was very interesting, and there were funny parts, and I was like, I was giggling at the funny parts. I will admit. Okay, I admitted it. But I liked it. It was pretty good. And Nicholas, the man that you are, there's scenes where I was like, I approve. I fully approve of this. And I was just like, oh my god. Like, he's kind of unhinged, but I was okay with it. And I started reading the second book called The Maddest Obsession. I don't know if I'm gonna like it as much. I'm on chapter 6, which is 25% through it. You see, guys, it's like very, very short books. Like, they aren't that long at all. The last book, I don't know the guy, but I think it's like the brother of the second book. But I don't know. I'm not sure at all. And there's also going to be supposed to be a 4th book, but that's not going to be in this video, first of all, because it's not out. Second of all, no, I don't know. But anyways, I enjoyed the book, the first one, and we're going to see how the second book goes. But honestly, I think that dark romance aren't going to be my favorite, like, genre. Like, fantasy holds a top place in my heart, and I don't think any of these men are my absolute favorite men in the world, but they're okay. I totally enjoyed the book. And I want to see how it continues, how this video is going to develop, how these books are going to develop. And honestly, I feel like this video is going to turn out really, really short, even though like I'm probably going to post this during the weekend of Valentine's week. Like, I'm going to count the 10th till the 16th of February as Valentine's week. So I'm probably going to post it in Valentine's weekend because Valentine's Day just for sure is not going to get there. Unless if I'm, no, no way. Even if I read each book in 2 days, I will not make it in time. It's already Tuesday for me, and even if I get halfway through this book today and tomorrow I finish it, then I only have, I guess I do have 2 days to read it, the last book, but then I have to post it that exact same day that I finish the book, and editing and posting is just going to take way too long along with reading, so that's not going to happen. I probably will post Saturday, Sunday, one of those 2 days, but I'm very excited to continue and see how this goes, and maybe next year I'll try to do it a different way, but I'm excited. I think it will be good. But yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I'm just kind of trying to elongate this clip because I feel like this video is going to be super, super short, and I don't want that because I want you guys to enjoy yourself. And I usually enjoy myself when I have reading vlogs that are really long. Like, I don't know why. Like, when I have something to do while watching, top tier. I love it. Especially crochet videos by Cameron King, an hour long video. Whew. I feel like I'm getting pampered here. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, bookwormies, so it's literally the next day. I don't know. These books are so short because honestly, I have finished The Maddest Obsession and I enjoyed it. Like, I feel like though it was so much spicier than the first book, and like, I don't know, I don't feel like the characters really got to know each other as much, though they've known each other for like a while because the main male character was working for the husband of the girl, like her ex-husband, and also the main male character is friends with the stepson of the girl, so there's that. So they kind of knew each other. The thing is, that's kind of weirded me out, how like they just barely knew each other. It's just kind of like more surface level, I feel like, relationship than the Sweetest Oblivion. Like, the Sweetest Oblivion, we kind of get to learn more about them, but there were a few sweet moments, and like the pet names were okay. I didn't love it, I didn't hate it, but when she tried to talk to him in his language, that kind of felt sweet. I kind of enjoyed that part, but I don't know, it's not my favorite series ever. Like, it was okay, but like this second book was okay, and I give it 4 stars in the end. Like, the first book was 4.25, second 4 stars, so I still enjoyed it, and it was pretty good actually, but it wasn't my favorite book, and I still think that the first book will be my favorite in the series. And also the names, I'm sorry guys, in the first book it's Nikolai and Elena, second book is Christian, which is all normal, and Gianna, or Gianna, I don't know, I don't really love those names. And then the third book, it's Roman and I forgot, Mila. The third one, I'm like, but whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna stop like nitpicking at things, but it was just an okay book. But it wasn't my favorite out of the series for sure. But I feel like I started The Darkest Temptation, like the last book. There was supposedly going to be a 4th book, but I'm not going to go into that because it's not out yet even. But I started reading The Darkest Temptation today. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like it's worse than the first 2 books. Like, I just, like, we're getting stuff, but like the guy is just not doing it for me, and there is a 12-year age cap. I am currently 21% through The Darkest Temptation, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. It's okay currently, but I swear, all of these books go by so quickly. Like, they're so short. Like, they're all around like 300, 400 pages, so you don't really have to worry about it being too slow, like, too thick, too long, and all of that. But it doesn't mean that I love it because of that. But it is helping me get to my 2025 reading goal much faster. But outside of that, this series is okay, but I don't think I'm gonna love it as much. But the first book, I liked it. It's a really good, like, and especially, like, I keep on saying this, but this is a really good series for, like, somebody who's just starting dark fantasy, because it's not super duper fantasy. Super duper spicy, and it doesn't really, like, dig deep into the mafia and all that. Like, the first book, we really got to see that, so it kind of helped us really. It's like the best way to rip off a band-aid is just quickly. So they quickly brought us into the world, and then they kind of, like, slow down. Like, the second book, we don't really see it that much. Like, we see it, but in the third book, like, we barely talk about it at all. Like, it's like the girl has been kind of, like, sheltered. Like, her dad shelters her and doesn't tell her really what's going on, what he works as. So I don't know. And the guy isn't really saying much, but I don't know. The second book was still pretty good, and I enjoyed it. Okay, I'm literally nitpicking at things because I don't want to see that dark romance is my favorite. But I still will say until now, like, even though it's on the end of the video, and I'm like, so guys, this is what we've written up. But, like, I already see that I still like sometimes more of a, when you more see, like, the actual relationship, not just, like, physically. So yeah, but I still am enjoying this book, but I don't know how well the Darkest Temptation go. But I'll be updating you guys probably tomorrow. I'll be finished with it. And it's already, like, the 12th. So maybe I'll actually be able to post this on Valentine's Day, if not a day later. Okay? And also starting a crochet project. Just wanted to tell you guys. So it's like gonna be a sweater. I know it doesn't look like much, but trust the process, it's called, okay? It's called trusting the freaking process. And why am I starting to crochet now? Do not ask, because I have no idea. Like, I get an urge at random moments. Guys, I think I can probably finish The Darkest Temptation today, because it is such a short book. How long is this one? The Darkest Temptation page count, because I'm kind of interested to see. Oh, so this is, I think, like, one of the longer ones, because it's 410 pages. But so, like I said, it's around, like, they're all around 300, 400 pages. The second book, I want to see The Maddest Temptation. The Maddest Obsession. The Maddest Obsession was 232. Yeah, so the second book was the shortest, which makes sense why I read it really quickly. The first book, like, the third book is the longest, second is the shortest. But yeah, because it kind of makes sense, because I felt like I honestly just flew by it, and we didn't really see the relationship, which I feel like we should have gotten more of. But that's okay. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, and yeah, bye-bye. Hey, bookwormies, so I have an update, because I have been reading a bit, and it's already, like, the next day, and I'm still reading The Darkest Temptation, because I don't like it. There are these parts of the book, like, everybody's like, oh my god, I love Ronan, I love the main male character, and I'm like, you like him. Because, not that he's not beautiful or something like that, but it's just the way he acts. The things he says to her, the things he does to her, I just don't feel for him. I feel like he's not a great person. He's not a great person, and I don't get why people like him. I'm already 60% of the book, and every time I pick it up, I'm like, do I have to? Because I literally do not want to continue reading it. Every time I read it, I'm like, can I please stop? Please, I don't like the book, like, barely at all. And so I'm just waiting until the moment that I can say goodbye to it, because I just don't like it. I don't like it. I like the book, it's just not for me. Like, I loved Nikolai and Alina in the first book, and Christian and Gianna were also super cute and so funny and so sweet. And then we get into the third book, and I'm like, I don't like him at all. I don't like what he does. I don't like what he says. I don't like what he, like, so what he says is just not for me, and I don't get it. Like, who the heck likes him? Who? I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't know, guys. Anyways, I'm I'm probably gonna try to finish the book. I'm gonna try my best, but I don't promise anything. Honestly, I don't really even like it. But yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Hey, bookwormies. So I have an update. I have officially finished The Darkest Temptation, and I was for such a long time. I was like, I really don't like this because there are parts of this book I didn't understand. Like everybody's like, oh my god, like Ronan is such a good guy, but honestly, he's a my character. It's just he didn't really do it for me. He just was there. He wasn't the most exciting favorite character ever. I'll just say that right now. And in the end, I gave this book 3.25 stars. You know where the 2.5 came from? From the grand gesture at the end of the book. That was the only thing that bumped it up to 0.25. Otherwise, it would have been just a 3 stars. Like, honestly, this was the worst one out of the series because I just didn't like Ronan at all. Every time we talked, I was like, are you done? Are you done yet? And this was more spicy, I feel like, than the last 2 books. But I read it. I was okay with it. It took me some time. It took me more time to get through this than the other 2 books, but fine. I did it. I got through it, right? So that's all that matters. But it was okay. I would not recommend it to the whole world and be like, guys, you should totally read this. This is so good. It's an okay book. That's it. Nothing more. But in the end, I feel like the first book I enjoyed the most. Second, I enjoyed, like, it's the middle book. And then third is the worst. So it's my favorite start, like, it was like, great, still pretty good, no. But yeah, I still enjoyed this, and I feel like dark romances might be for me to read from time to time. Then I don't think, but these are like, I feel like the more surface level dark romances. So I want to see what others are on the internet. Maybe I'll read another. But one that I'm not planning on reading is the Cat and Mouse Duet. I just don't have a desire to read it at all. Like, no. But I do want to read, you know what? Anna Huang's book. And maybe a few of Rena Ken's. I know Anna Huang is not dark romance, but whatever. I don't care. But I want to read Rena Kent because I hear so many things about her, but I don't want to read her Gods of Malice and all that. Like, Gods of Sin series. It just that's for me, and it's a very long series. Okay, that's mainly because it's a very long series. I want to read maybe something shorter. And I'll see what else there is. If you guys have any recommendations for dark romance, not very deep dive into the dark romance, but like a bit more than this series. And if you guys have read the main series, tell me which one was your favorite, guys, because I want to see what other people talk about it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, happy Valentine's Day. Well, happy Valentine's weekend. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.